Chase me hockey. Blue futon, out of the box. Let's do this. Immortals, a 3D. So yes, I am going to watch this movie in 3D. Do I remember this movie? Yes. I think I saw it in theaters in 3D. I think it's kind of like 300 since it kind of says, I think, on the producers of 300. So let's go watch 300. Basically, the Immortal Wannabe 300 sequel. Yeah, let's do this. So I just got done watching Immortals. What's it about? Well, it's a Greek story, kind of like 300, where there's a bow. People want the bow. Gods are above. They're not supposed to help humans. People want the bow. Protagonists. There's 4 virgins. One holds the key to the future. Yeah, a bunch of just weird stuff that happens. And that's what the story's about. It's a bunch of weird stuff that happens. Who's in this movie? You have Henry Cavill, Luke Evans, Mickey Rourke, to name a few. So what I like about this movie, the visuals of this movie is pretty good. You have, of course, when I say it's like 300, it basically is 300, the producer's 300. That was kind of that phase of like, let's do the side angle and like having people go straight and the camera following them. A lot of CGI, a lot of slow motion. So it's basically a 300 sequel that they wanted, but didn't have a 300 script. So they decided to make this one instead. Because they're like, we don't know where to go from 300, but we want to keep doing 300 style movies, and they just decide to make Immortals instead. Kind of like, oh, we kind of have something with gods that want to help humans but can't because there's a bow, it's kind of magical, and if a human in the wrong hands gets it, all hell breaks loose. But with this, even though it's kind of a been there, done that story, I do like the elements of the gods helping the humans at some point, and when they do help the humans, those scenes are the best in the movie, hands down. The whole when they come down and there's kind of course it's slow-mo because gods are faster and stronger than everyone else, but the gore and the visuals of them fighting people, I enjoyed that the most in this movie. As well as some torture scenes. You're like, what? Torture scenes? What do you mean? The torture scenes are unique. Example, a traitor doesn't get to have children. So let's put it that way. And also there's a bull that has fire underneath it that kind of cooks people alive. Even though it's kind of brutal, it's unique to this movie, and I do kind of like the Greek history of if it's true, that actually happened. So it kind of shows at the very end. But with that, that's this movie really. Everything else is just bland, been there, done that. Special effects are like 300, just slow-mo. There's also some scenes, there's a lot of green screens, but there's one, especially the scene where Henry Cavill's character grabs a bow and shoots 3 arrows at a time, then a 4th one to kill 4 people from afar. And it's just a weird effect of them getting grabbed, and when the arrow hits them, everyone's like, it looked weird actually. You can just totally tell they're like, okay, bows are going to hit you, now pull the string! In production, and then post-production they had to try to make it look as realistic as possible, but it doesn't really hold up like that. The ending as well makes 0 sense. Someone gets sucked up to the heavens because he was a good person, and there's a child involved, but the child's visions make 0 sense and has nothing to do with the story of why all of a sudden are people fighting in the heavens. Why was this supposed to be a lead-on for a sequel? Because there was no sequel. This movie made 80-ish million domestically only, which ain't bad for a movie like this. 80 million ain't bad. A lot of movies wish it could make it even that high. But the ending, I was just like, huh? Why are the gods battling, and why are there now titans in heaven? Like, I'm confused. Nothing of this makes sense. Yeah, overall, it's a movie that's a movie. So Immortals, what's good about it? Some good action scenes. Anything with the gods fighting the titans is a plus in this movie. With that, the story doesn't really make any sense. It's been there, done that. Even though you kind of like Greek history, which keeps you entertained, didn't bring anything new to the table. Yes, the fight scenes are cool. I cannot deny it that, but it doesn't bring anything new. And the 3D effects, not the best in this movie. I'm pretty sure it's post-conversion for sure. So, Immortals 3D will receive a 2 out of 5 blue futons equals to 40%. So let's see what the critics and user scores on Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie. Alright, you have the critics at 37%, the audience at 48%. Here's the critic consensus. The meddling of real sets, CG work, and Tarsem's signature style produces fireworks, though the same can't be said for Immortals' slack boring storytelling. You have to kind of agree, like I said, it's almost the set pieces are like half CGI, half green screen, half real as much as possible. And I checked this director's filmography. I don't know how they said his style because he doesn't really make a lot of movies. I think before this was just The Cell, so maybe it kind of matched with The Cell, which I haven't seen The Cell, but I heard good things about it, being weird and trippy. But yeah, storytelling, like I said, ho-hum, been there, done that. It is interesting to see the Greek history, but of course, how much of it is actually real history or made up history for the movie? So do you rate that 48 for the users? 37 for the critics are my 40%. I would say we're all kind of mesh of saying better movies out there that do the same thing. But there's still some style and substance in this movie for you to enjoy some of the scenes. Check out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching and have a great day. Again, I do a lot of stuff with my hands. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I don't know what to say about this movie in the aftermath because, like I said, the ending was just like, that's what's going on up there. Straight up battle non-stop. It's got to be tiring in the heavens if you're battling for 2,000 years. Woo!